Still on edge. First tonight on our news, live at 7. Residents reacting to Bahamas Power and Light's weekend load shedding amidst the ongoing heat wave. Joshua Williams reports on community sentiment off the top. Plus, we are following the condition of 2 security officers who remain hospitalized after that recent Palmdale robbery shooting. Also, our News to the Island series continues with a spotlight on a retired teacher, inspiring Bahamians to embrace their heritage. We'll tell you her plans for a cultural village now taking shape. Then in our news at 7:30, a family demands justice after a loved one's deterioration in Bimini's non-functional morgue. The health minister pledges action, but concerns persist. Our news live at 7 starts right now. Welcome to our news live at 7. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Candino Knowles. For those of you tuned in, chances are your electricity supply may have been disrupted this past weekend as Bahamas Power and Light carried out load shedding exercises. Yesterday, we heard from BPL about what caused the power woes, but how are residents feeling amid the ongoing heat wave? Joshua Williams has more on community sentiment.
We need to get to a place in our country where share loading is a dinosaur. It's a thing of the past.
Residents sounding off on the issue of load shedding. Over the holiday weekend, customers around the country were left in the heat and dark as Bahamas Power and Light flipped the switch due to high demand on its generators. The problem, residents say, has gone on as far as they can remember.
This ain't just happening. It's been happening for years now. So when are they going to get it right? We need this to be stopped. I mean, you have things in your refrigerator, babies in the heat, mothers, fathers, grandmothers, everybody in the heat. They need to get this right, man.
A frequent complaint, the damaging of appliances and valuables.
It's creating a lot of problems in the homes where appliances are being destroyed and there's no compensation for towards these appliances being burnt out.
And with this age-old issue still vexing consumers, they tell me what their solutions would be.
Man, if they need new generators, get more staff, whatever it takes to get it on par, they need to do it.
If the present government or the past government can't do it, then maybe we need a new government who will step up and keep their word.
You'll find a way to get it right, and not just for me, but for the whole Bahamas.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Joshua Williams.
All right, thanks for that, Josh. Meanwhile, 2 security officers who were shot during a shocking daytime armed robbery, they are still in hospital. Police telling us that they are currently in stable condition. The 59 and 29-year-olds were shot in a busy shopping plaza in Palmdale as they were carrying deposit bags. The robbery happening in broad daylight, causing panic among shoppers on Tuesday. Police Commissioner Clayton Fernando was on the scene. He described the shooting as bold and said the security officers who work for a private firm were about to walk to a bank shortly after 1 p.m. when a car stopped next to them. Gunmen jumped out and demanded the men hand over the deposit bags. We are still following this story. We've got much more to get to tonight, including a 6th grader's quest to become the Student of the Year. The story you don't want to miss is coming up in just a bit, but for now, it's time for your first look at temperatures. Meteorologist Greg Thompson is in the Weather Center. Greg?
Yeah, thanks, Candino, and a happy Thursday evening, everybody. Another warm day around the islands. Though we don't expect too much in terms of those high heat indices, it was still a warm one to make sure you stay hydrated, and we're going to continue to see that slightly warming trend for the weekend. 84 degrees is our current temperature outside our studios with a few clouds. Your winds out of the east-northeast at 9 miles per hour, and your feels-like temperature is a warm 88 degrees. Temperatures around the islands right now, it's 82 in Freeport, 81 over in Marsh Harbor, Abaco, and in Governor's Harbor. We pick up a string of 84s here in the capital, Great Harbor Key, and in Nicholstown, Andros. Alistown, Bimini, you guys are 83. Into the central Bahamas, temperatures are also in the low 80s there with 83 in Kemps Bay. 81s, Georgetown, Arthurstown, Cat Island, Coburn Towns in Salvador, and Deadman's Key. You both are 80 at this hour. And in the southeast Bahamas, lots more clouds down there with some isolated showers. Duncantown, Ragged Island, some thunderstorms nearby, 81. 80 in Colonel Hill, Crooked Island, and in Abrahams Bay, Delectable Bay, 79, and a pair of 81s in Matthew Town in Agua and in Providenciales, Turks and Caicos Islands. Satellite and radar composites showing that upper level disturbance across the central and southeast Bahamas starting to slowly push toward the southeast, and most of the activity now happening across the southeast Bahamas. We still have some clouds lingering across the central Bahamas, but most of the shower and thunderstorm activity occurring across the southeast Bahamas. We expect the system to pull out, and high pressure will be building in for us for the balance of the week, and that should take us into the weekend. That's your first look at weather. Stick with us. A look at your extended forecast is still to come.
Thanks, Greg. And still to come on Our News. Our News to the Islands is back tonight, discovering Crooked Island's Florence Ferguson. She's the heart behind Island Secrets, and her mission to revitalize Bahamian heritage is on display. Tell you the cultural village she's got planned, but first, we shine our spotlight on a rising star. Sixth grader and deputy head boy Teron Thompson is eyeing Student of the Year. How he's making waves with community activism. When Our News returns. Water this clear, people this friendly, views this breathtaking deserve a close-up on our TV screens. Industrious by nature, the people that call this untouched Bahamian landscape home can't wait to show it off. Come go with us to one of the most uniquely Bahamian destinations, Crooked Island. It may be far-flung, but this journey will bring them closer to home. Our News to the Islands presents the true essence of Crooked Island, a week of down-home conversations and adventures. And you deserve to see it all.
A whole new season of Goombay Kids is coming soon. The kids find themselves on more exciting island adventures, meeting mythical characters, pirates, and mermaids as they explore their beautiful island nation. The Goombay Kids learn all about nutrition, marine life, the environment, cultures from around the world, and more, all with the help of the Goombay Kid experts, who are never more than a Goombay gadget away. Get ready to have a Goombay adventure.
If you thought Season 1 was amazing, then be prepared for Season 2. More amazing artists, more amazing videos, and surprises you won't believe. Will Stax be the first rapper to ever hit #1? Or will Kenya continue her dominant reign? Or will someone new come and shut it all down? Stay tuned for Season 2 of 242 The Gospel.
So you said you're here for Sally's funeral? How do you know Sally?
He was my rock and my anchor.
Yeah, he was a good man.
He most certainly was not.
Watch what you say about Sully. Who is this child?
Your sisters. I'm asking you to do a few things for me. Once they are done, you will both receive your inheritance. The Paradise Hotel.
When can I sell? Is this what the hotel is really worth?
Don't take this the wrong way. It isn't really much of a hotel.
This is 242 The Gospel, where we celebrate our Bahamian artists. You've been asking for more, and they're here to deliver. Welcome to the second season of 242 The Gospel. Who will be #1? Let's find out.
It's night 3 of the Our News to the Island series as we explore the untouched beauty of Crooked Island. We've got part 2 in the story of Florence Ferguson, who's on a mission to revitalize Bahamian heritage with her island secrets and plans for a cultural village. We'll tell you all about it in just a bit, but for now, we shine our spotlight on Teron Thompson, 6th grader and deputy head boy at St. John's College. He's got his eyes set on becoming the next Student of the Year. The young activist says it's a goal he's determined to achieve, explaining how he's been making his mark on the community.
I've done many things. The name of my organization is called Teron's These Are For You organization. I started off by giving clothes away to the less fortunate. Then I sold lemonade for the cancer. After which I did a Christmas toy drive for children at Milton Street. And being my most latest, I sold socks for Down syndrome.
All right, what an effort. Teron says, although he's young, He takes the responsibility of being an example to his peers very seriously.
This is important to me because I've always wanted to become the student of the year for a long time, ever since I was in pre-K. It's important to do good stuff in the community because people should always be doing good stuff because it makes the world a better place and keeps it nice.
When our news comes back from the break, we turn our spotlight to stories making headlines across the world as Israel decries recognition of a Palestinian state. Plus, Cassie posts her first statement after footage of that incident with Sean Diddy Combs goes viral. And we'll tell you the Ocean Court victory being hailed as a step in the right direction for small island states. When our news returns. Water this clear, people this friendly, views this breathtaking deserve a close-up on our TV screens. Industrious by nature, the people that call this untouched Bahamian landscape home can't wait to show it off. Come go with us to one of the most uniquely Bahamian destinations, Crooked Island. It may be far-flung, but this journey will bring them closer to home. Our News to the Islands presents the true essence of Crooked Island, a week of down-home conversations and adventures. And you deserve to see it all.
A whole new season of Goombay Kids is coming soon. The kids find themselves on more exciting island adventures, meeting mythical characters, pirates, and mermaids as they explore their beautiful island nation. The Goombay Kids learn all about nutrition, marine life, the environment, cultures from around the world, and more, all with the help of the Goombay Kid experts, who are never more than a Goombay gadget away. Get ready to have a Goombay adventure.
If you thought Season 1 was amazing, then be prepared for Season 2. More amazing artists, more amazing videos, and surprises you won't believe. Will Stax be the first rapper to ever hit #1? Or will Kenya continue her dominant reign? Or will someone new come and shut it all down? Stay tuned for Season 2 of 242 The Gospel.
So you said you're here for Sally's funeral? How do you know Sally?
He was my rock and my anchor.
Yeah, he was a good man.
He most certainly was not.
Watch what you say about Sully. Who is this child?
Your sisters. I'm asking you to do a few things for me. Once they are done, you will both receive your inheritance. The Paradise Hotel.
When can I sell? Is this what the hotel is really worth?
Don't take this the wrong way. It isn't really much of a hotel.
This is 242 The Gospel, where we celebrate our Bahamian artists. You've been asking for more, and we're here to deliver. Welcome to the second season of 242 The Gospel. Who will be #1? Let's find out.
Energy conservation is the decision and practice of using less energy. Energy efficiency means using less energy to perform the same task. Turning off lights when you leave a room. Unplugging appliances not in use. People conserve to gain more control over their energy bill and to reduce demand on the Earth's natural resources. Bahamas Power and Light Company Limited looks forward to helping our customers eliminate wasted energy. Take this journey with us as we build for better. BPL.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
You've seen electric cars on the road, but isn't it time you drive one? Easy Car Sales invites you to experience the smooth, powerful ride and immerse yourself in the luxury
This is our news. Welcome back. We turn our attention now to stories making headlines across the world. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu condemned Ireland, Norway, and Spain's decision to recognize a Palestinian state as a prize for terrorism on Wednesday. He asserted this would establish a terrorist state that could perpetuate violence like the October 7th Hamas attack. Despite the announcement, Netanyahu emphasized Israel's determination to win the war in Gaza. Currently, 144 out of 193 United Nations member states recognize Palestine, including Russia, China, and India. R&B singer Cassie, born Cassandra Ventura, released her first statement since a video surfaced showing rapper Sean Diddy Combs attacking her. She described how domestic violence, quote, broke me down to someone I never thought I would become, end quote. The video from 2016 was released by CNN last week, and Ventura had accused Combs of assault in a lawsuit last year. Diddy apologized in an Instagram video expressing disgust for his actions. Ventura thanked her supporters on Instagram, emphasizing the importance of believing victims. Last November, she settled a lawsuit against Combs accusing him of rape and sexual trafficking. Combs' lawyer maintained the settlement was not an admission of wrongdoing. And on Tuesday, the International Tribunal for the Law of the Sea ruled that greenhouse gases are marine pollution, which is a significant win for small island states facing rising sea levels. This landmark decision mandates countries to exceed the Paris Agreement's requirements to protect marine environments. The court's opinion sets a precedent for holding major polluters accountable and influencing future climate cases. This case was brought by 9 island nations, including the Bahamas and Vanuatu. Meanwhile, investors and other stakeholders from around the world are in Grand Bahama this week for the 3rd annual Forum for Impact America's Dialogue. In tonight's edition of Sustainability First, Marlena Leonard shares their efforts to push investment in a more sustainable future.
Bahamas First, putting sustainability first for our people and our environment. What's first for you and the planet comes first for us.
This week, the 3rd annual Forum for Impact America's Dialogue takes place in Grand Bahama under the theme Building for the Future in the Blue Economy. Co-founder of Forum for Impact, Michael Meehan, explains.
The purpose is really to engage the unengaged in impact and promote economic development in the regions and investment in the regions in which we operate.
Talks include topics like building for sustainable tourism, innovations in sustainable finance in the blue economy, and the blue economy in the Caribbean. The co-founder tells us there were multiple reasons for Grand Bahama being the choice location.
I felt Grand Bahama was a very interesting example of how unsustainable investment and sustainable investment can be seen in the same view. And so this really drives it home for investors like myself, but others in our group, that there's a big difference between sustainable and unsustainable investment and how that promotes economic development in an economy and creates jobs for the region. And so this is the idea, is we don't want to do that. We want to focus on, sustainable jobs, sustainable business, and sustainability.
And Meehan says the Bahamas has a special opportunity to become an example as a leader in the blue economy, perhaps even a crowning jewel for sustainable investments.
Investors in New York, Zurich, and Singapore, they're also interested in these things. And so if we can make Bahamas that crown jewel for global investment in the blue economy, that's what we would really, really like to see.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Marlena Leonard.
Still to come in Our News, today in history, find out interesting facts about the day that was May 23rd. Then in Our News at 7:30, a mother is jailed for not reporting her daughter's abuse, while the accused molester is granted bail. Plus, residents split on the former prime minister running for the FNM's leadership post. Find out their views when Our News returns. Water this clear, people this friendly. Views this breathtaking deserve a close-up on our TV screens. Industrious by nature, the people that call this untouched Bahamian landscape home can't wait to show it off. Come go with us to one of the most uniquely Bahamian destinations, Crooked Island. It may be far-flung, but this journey will bring them closer to home. Our News to the Islands presents the true essence of Crooked Island, a week of down-home conversations and adventures. And you deserve to see it all.
A whole new season of Goombay Kids is coming soon. The kids find themselves on more exciting island adventures, meeting mythical characters, pirates, and mermaids as they explore their beautiful island nation. The Goombay Kids learn all about nutrition, marine life, the environment, cultures from around the world, and more, all with the help of the Goombay Kid experts, who are never more than a Goombay gadget away. Get ready to have a Goombay adventure.
If you thought Season 1 was amazing, then be prepared for Season 2. More amazing artists, more amazing videos, and surprises you won't believe. Will Stocks be the first rapper to ever hit #1? Or will Kenya continue her dominant reign? Or will someone new come and shut it all down? Stay tuned for Season 2 of 242 The Gospel.
So you said you're here for Sally's funeral? How do you know Sally?
He was my rock and my anchor.
Yeah, he was a good man.
He most certainly was not.
Watch what you say about Sully. Who is this child?
Your sisters. I'm asking you to do a few things for me. Once they are done, you will both receive your inheritance. The Paradise Hotel.
When can I sell? Is this what the hotel is really worth?
Don't take this the wrong way. It isn't really much of a hotel.
This is 242 The Gospel, where we celebrate our Bahamian artists. You've been asking for more, and they're here to deliver. Welcome to the second season of 242 The Gospel. Who will be #1? Let's find.
Welcome back to Our News. It's time now to turn our spotlight on events that shaped the day that was May 23rd. Take a look. On this day in Bahamian history, in 1901, was the first general meeting of the Imperial Order Daughters of the Empire, Bahamas. The meeting was held at St. Andrew's Hall in Nassau. The IODE is a women's charitable organization based in Canada and provides scholarships, bursaries, book prizes, and other philanthropic and educational projects in various communities. Then in 1924, Preston Hilton Albury was born in Governor's Harbour, Eleuthera. Albury was an administrator, engineer, trade unionist, and politician. On March 9, 1980, Albury died at the age of 56. The high school in Rock Sound, Eleuthera, was since named in his honor. In 1997, the Bahamas and the People's Republic of China established diplomatic relations days after it had severed ties with Taiwan. Less than 2 months later, the Chinese government opened up an embassy in Nassau. 15 years later on this day in 2012 was the opening of Parliament, following the Progressive Liberal Party's landslide victory at the polls. In 2013 was news of widespread flooding 3 days after a severe weather warning ended. More than 3 inches of rain led to flooded homes in Pinewood Gardens that had residents bailing water for more than 2 days, some of them criticizing NEMA for not springing to action sooner. May 23, 2020, the country's COVID-19 cases hit triple digits, with 3 new positive cases taking the total number to 100. And finally in 2020, an autopsy and toxicology reports showed 3 U.S. tourists who were found dead weeks earlier at Sandals Resort in Exuma died from carbon monoxide poisoning. Michael and Robbie Phillips of Tennessee and Florida resident Vincent Chiarelli were all found dead inside neighboring villas at the resort. All right, it's night 3 in Our News to the Island series exploring Crooked Island, and we're back with part 2 in the story of Majors Key resident Florence Ferguson. She's a proprietor of Island Secrets that we introduced you to last night. She creates authentically Bahamian products, but more than that, this retired teacher, she tells us about the journey that she's on to revive Bahamian heritage on the island with the creation of a cultural village. Florence moved back to the island in 2013 after retiring from teaching. Passionate about her heritage, she says she hopes to inspire other Bahamians to explore and utilize the island's natural resources. Despite the trend of young people leaving the island, Florence is determined to share her secrets with as many as possible. And remember that beautiful shot of Winding Bay we showed you earlier in the series? Well, Florence teamed up with another retired teacher to clear a portion of the beach, aiming to create a cultural village for visitors.
So we take our pension money and we went and we just cut it down. This is our Bahamian thing in Crooked Island. We want to show it off. We really wanted to show it off. Yeah. And when we finish it, that will be the best cultural village in the Southeast Bahamas.
She says they've secured most of the necessary approvals and are awaiting final government approval. And despite the months-long wait, Florence's pride in her island remains unwavering, and she encourages everyone to come and see it for themselves.
Come on down. It's the best kept secret.
And I have to admit, reflecting on those breathtaking views once more, we're tempted to accept Florence's invitation to what she affectionately calls
a home away from home.
All right, to see that story again, and for all of today's top stories, you can visit Our News on Facebook. That's going to do it for us in News at 7. Joining us now is our Talia Hall with the latest headlines. And Talia, got to see that Winding Bay shot again. I promised you that earlier this week.
For sure. Yeah. So beautiful. I want to go. I
of
keep
course.
saying I want to go, but Auckland's is going to be next on my list.
For sure. And listen, Auckland's and Crooked Island. A good time. For sure. Absolutely good time. So relaxing. Again, the folks are so welcoming. It was just one of the best times.
All right, and really quickly before you go, it's my dad's birthday.
Yes.
It's a Thursday, and so happy birthday to Dad.
Well, happy birthday, Dad. But hey,
right,
maybe
all the way
a trip to Crooked Island would be a good gift.
For sure. All right, we'll work on that.
Sure.
All right, thanks so much, Ken. Well, a mother jailed for not reporting her daughter's abuse, plus residents split on the former Prime Minister running for the FNM's leadership post. Here are your latest headlines. First tonight on our news live at 7:30, more concerns on the island of Bimini. A family on that northern island now calling for justice, following what they describe as unfair treatment. And in about 1 week, the Free National Movement will hold their national convention. Who will be the party's leader? Residents are weighing in. Plus, a Bahamas Power and Light official addressing power concerns on the Abaco Keys. And later, meet these young community helpers in Grand Bahama looking to assist those in need. The story when our news live at 7:30 returns.
Energy conservation is the decision and practice of using less energy. Energy efficiency means using less energy to perform the same task. Turning off lights when you leave a room. Unplugging appliances not in use. People conserve to gain more control over their energy bill and to reduce demand on the Earth's natural resources. Bahamas Power and Light Company Limited looks forward to helping our customers eliminate wasted energy. Take this journey with us as we build for better. BPL.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
You've seen electric cars on the road, but isn't it time you drive one? Easy Car Sales invites you to experience the smooth, powerful ride and immerse yourself in the luxury and latest tech features. Find out why the Bahamas is going electric. Visit easy242.com and book your test drive now. What are you waiting for? Save money, drive smarter. There's an EV waiting for you at Easy Car Sales.
Welcome to our news. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Atalia Hall. A Bimini family is asking for justice tonight after they say their loved one deteriorated in a non-functioning morgue on that island. Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Darville told reporters last week that the issue is being addressed, but it's not enough for the family, who's now speaking out. Our Joshua Williams reports.
A family and local mortician are speaking out over the way the remains of their loved one in Bimini was handled. Given the sensitivity of the case, they've asked to remain anonymous. The family raising concerns on the Bimini morgue, claiming their loved one was left in a state of advanced decomposition due to the morgue being out of operation.
For me, like I said, I'm disturbed. After seeing the state of his body, me and a few of my siblings, we've been sleepless. I am now questioning my mental health. Like, it's really a lot.
A viral social media post claiming the morgue was out of operation made the rounds last week, saying that the paperwork needed by the mortician was not ready and that the body was in a bad state. That mortician confirming those claims, saying he was contacted by a local police officer.
He had asked me if I had brought along an extra body bag because the body was in bad condition. Myself nor the family members had any knowledge of the body being in such a state. Upon my arrival at the clinic, I discovered that yes, the body was in an advanced state of decomposition.
Relatives describing the grim scene they met when they looked inside.
I didn't go around the area. I saw like there was flies. It was my mom, her instinct, it set off. I think my sister, she looked through and she saw that they had a piece of ice on top of him, saying that his body will be okay. We have ice.
Now, last week, Health Minister Dr. Michael Darville telling reporters that the mechanical issue at the morgue had been dealt with, saying that an isolated situation should not be blown out of proportion. But to the family, his words rub salt in the wound.
Instead of, number one, coming to the family and extending his condolences, I really feel like that was very rude. And, it was really unprofessional.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Joshua Williams.
Well, a mother accused of failing to report the sexual abuse of her 15-year-old daughter to authorities is behind bars. While the man accused of molesting her daughter has been offered $7,000 bail, prosecutors say the 43-year-old Haitian woman failed to report the alleged abuse between May 1st and 15th. Her 37-year-old Haitian boyfriend is accused of indecently assaulting the teen over this period. They both denied the allegations at their arraignment before Assistant Chief Magistrate Carolyn Vo Evans. The mother was remanded to prison because she isn't in the country legally. The boyfriend is a permanent resident. They are next due in court on August 8th for the start of their trial. The Court of Appeal has upheld the gun conviction and 3-year sentence handed to a murder suspect. Officers arrested Godfrey Minnis on March 21, 2022 on suspicion of the murder of Bertram Moss at Rupert Dean Lane. Following his arrest, Minnis allegedly led the officers to a Nissan Pathfinder that was parked across the street from his home at number 49 Rupert Dean Lane. The officers found a 9mm pistol with 4 rounds of ammunition concealed in a styrofoam-covered plate underneath the car. Well, residents are split on whether former Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis should run for a leadership position of the Free National Movement and potentially becoming Prime Minister for the second time. Our news team took to the streets to hear how Bahamians feel.
I think Mr. Minnis should. He has money, and he went and deal. He did some good things,
What Dr. Minnis is doing is dividing the FNM, and the PLP is going to walk into the House Assembly.
Dr. Minnis led the Free National Movement to victory at the polls during the 2017 general election. While he was Prime Minister from 2017 to 2021, he brought the country through 2 major events, the COVID-19 pandemic and Hurricane Dorian in 2019. He then called an early election in September of 2021, something some Bahamians have yet to forgive him for.
But I believe that the Bahamian people is mad with him because the way he do things, it's the way you do things. And he locked down and take people liberty. He should have done it, but he done it. And like the way he tell them that it closed down from the night 6 o'clock. And I don't think that was right. And then I think he had his time. When you old and certain age and gone, you got money. He don't need to be prime minister. The people will reject him. Even F&M people would not vote. I wouldn't vote for him. I think that some of the things he do, and he don't like to listen.
Dr. Minnis was defeated, hands down, and Bahamian people and black people in the whole is a funny set of people. The way they rejected him, there's no way they're going to elect him as prime minister of this country.
This woman, who wished to remain anonymous, thinks otherwise.
I think that we give other persons a chance, so I think why not? I would say that we've given other persons a chance. I believe that it is a possibility that he can be given a second chance.
The party is currently being led by Michael Pintard. As the party prepares for its national convention on June 1st, here's how they feel it will go.
Michael Pintard, on the other hand, I don't know if he's ready for this. So, the PLP will be elected again to lead this country.
All right, well, high heat and high energy demands executives at the Bahamas Power and Light Company continuing to reassure Bahamians that they are ready to meet the electricity demands of residents. While the island of Abaco has had its fair share of challenges since the passage of Hurricane Dorian, with constant interruptions years after the devastation. However, Senior Corporate Communications Manager at BPL, Arnett Ingram, says mainland Abaco hasn't had significant issues in recent times, but when it comes to the Abaco Keys, she had this to say.
We've had some challenges in the Keys in the past couple of weeks, but that's stabilized. We've gotten some trailer units in there so that Guana Key, Grand Key, all of those other keys that would have experienced some challenges in recent weeks, that we're able to stabilize supply in those communities as well.
All right, well, fairly nice but extremely hot weather conditions in the capital on this Thursday. Meteorologist Greg Thompson is in the Weather Center with your first look at weather. Greg.
Yeah, thanks, Natalia, and a happy Thursday evening, everybody. Welcome for a quick check on conditions around the islands. We are warm outside, 84 degrees, few clouds, east-northeast winds at 9 miles per hour. Your feels-like temperature, a very warm 88 degrees on the outside. Satellite radar composite showing that upper-level disturbance now pushing across the southeast Bahamas. Most of the activity happening down there. Some scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms still occurring. We do have a high-pressure system building in from the north and a dry air mass moving across the remainder of the islands. We expect conditions to be improving across the southeast Bahamas as a low-pressure system takes shape just to the east of the islands. That's going to pull most of the activity away from us for the weekend. That's a quick check on conditions around the islands. Stick with us to look at your extended forecast is still to come.
Still to come on our news, hear about some of the investment opportunities at RF Bank and Trust coming up. But first, meet these young community helpers at a junior high school in Grand Bahama. Hear all about their Give Back initiative when our news continues.
Water this clear, people this friendly, views this breathtaking deserve a close-up on our TV screens. Industrious by nature, the people that call this untouched Bahamian landscape home can't wait to show it off. Come go with us to one of the most uniquely Bahamian destinations, Crooked Island. It may be far-flung, but this journey will bring them closer to home. Our News to the Islands presents the true essence of Crooked Island, a week of down-home conversations and adventures. And you deserve to see it all.
A whole new season of Goombay Kids is coming soon. The kids find themselves on more exciting island adventures, meeting mythical characters, pirates, and mermaids as they explore their beautiful island nation. The Goombay Kids learn all about nutrition, marine life, the environment, cultures from around the world, and more, all with the help of the Goombay Kid experts, who are never more than a Goombay gadget away. Get ready to have a Goombay adventure.
If you thought Season 1 was amazing, then be prepared for Season 2. More amazing artists, more amazing videos, and surprises you won't believe. Will Stax be the first rapper to ever hit #1? Or will Kenya continue her dominant reign? Or will someone new come and shut it all down? Stay tuned for Season 2 of 242 The Gospel.
So you said you're here for Sally's funeral? How do you know Sally?
He was my rock and my anchor.
Yeah, he was a good man.
He most certainly was not.
Watch what you say about Sully. Who is this child?
your sisters. I'm asking you to do a few things for me. Once they are done, you will both receive your inheritance. The Paradise Hotel.
When can I sell? Is this what the hotel is really worth?
Don't take this the wrong way. It isn't really much of a hotel.
Students of the Sister Mary Patricia High School doing their part to give back to those in need. The Junior Local Government Council at the school recently created a local pantry that will be filled with essential food items. Teacher and coordinator at the institution, Marla Sweeting, explains how the process will work.
Guidance, it will tell us who are really in need. So those are going to be our first set of recipients. And we also want to do it something where they are learning. So we're going to set it up like a little grocery store where we put prices on it, and we're going to give them local government bucks, and they're going to come in and they're going to shop. So they have to also be smart in how they shop. Are we going to just get a whole bunch of juices? Are we going to get a whole bunch of chips? Or do we need spaghetti to eat for dinner over the weekend, or some noodles?
These students who are helping out say they truly believe the initiative is important.
A few of my classmates, they came to class and they said they didn't have breakfast or they didn't eat dinner the night before. So when it came on the agenda during one of our meetings, we thought that we voted on it. We thought this would be very successful. Once we received our funds, we actually went through with it. Ms. Sweeting, our coordinator, she ordered the stuff.
I think it would be really good to teach the students how to budget their money so that when they get older, they can know what to do when they go to the store.
All right, such a wonderful initiative. Well, RF Bank and Trust, a regional private bank with several locations across the Caribbean, has been in business for over 25 years with a mission to help clients create and manage wealth. The private bank has raised some $2.2 billion in the capital for corporate clients, over $1.4 billion in assets under management, and over $2.5 billion in assets under administration. While RF Bank and Trust VP of Group Head and Investment David Slatter says the company continues to grow and they have many projects, which he says some investors may be interested in. One of those current projects is a Real Estate Bahamas property fund.
It's in the process of doing a storage facility on Carmichael Road, which we think will benefit the fund. And there's another project I can't speak on in detail that we're actively developing. I think will be very attractive to many investors and maybe a bit of a game changer. We'll see. Fingers crossed. What else is going on? I mean, we've got our private equity fund. So far we've got 2 entities that we've invested in. This is available mainly for our discretionary clients to invest in. So one is Easy Car Sales. We made an investment a year and a bit ago. And the way what we do is we don't want to own it, we don't want to run it. We want to have a minority stake, find good operators, and allow our investors to go along for the ride, benefit from a well-run company. So Easy Car Sales here in Nassau, and then in Freeport, Heroic. So they do a lot of logistics work. So that's our second entity we've invested in. So I don't know if you're familiar with Heroic. Yeah, so stuff going on, you know. I mean, there's things happening, right? So people need to pay attention to, come on our website or pay attention to the media. And there'll be other new investment opportunities coming on the horizon, as well as existing opportunities that continue to be there for investors.
It's now time for tonight's Financial Market Minute, brought to you by RF, your local investment bank. This has been your Financial Market Minute. To explore the best performing mutual funds in the Bahamas, visit our website at www.rfgroup.com.
When our news comes back from the break, a gift of love. A church in Grand Bahama hosting a free health screening on the island recently.
Coming up in sports, Island Tennis Bahamas continues to develop some of the country's top talent, and we get an update on the Samuel Haven National Soccer Championships.
and extremely warm temperatures in the capital on this Thursday. We have the latest from Greg when our news continues.
Bing bang bing. Bing bang bing. Bing bing bang. Bang bang bang. Bing bang bing. Bing bang bing. Bing bing bang. Bang bang bang.
Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home healthcare supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price, and you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you, at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
Bahamas Power and Light Company Limited looks forward to helping our customers eliminate wasted energy. Energy conservation is the decision and practice of using less energy. Energy efficiency means using less energy to perform the same task, unplugging appliances not in use. That's energy conservation. Replacing an old refrigerator, washing machine with a new model, adding insulation to the attic and walls of a home. That's energy efficiency. People conserve to gain more control over their energy bill and to reduce demand on the Earth's natural resources. Take this journey with us as we build for better. BPL.
Guess what? Island Luck is turning 15 this year, and they're pulling out all the stops. First, there's an all-new website packed with new lottery and casino games, enhanced VIP and free slot tournaments, daily pick'ems, 30 days of luck with daily prizes, and exciting game shows featuring customers just like you. Get ready for more opportunities to win for the entire year as Island Luck turns 15.
Island Luck, celebrating 15 years of winning.
This is our news. Welcome back. A local tennis organization continues its mission of youth development. Here now with Our Sports, presented by 10th year seniors, is Ronaldo Dorset and John Marknut.
Thanks, Natalia, and welcome to Our Sports, presented by 10th year seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. That's John Marknut. Let's do show. In just a few years, Island Tennis Bahamas has already established itself as a driving force behind the development of local talent. Founded by a group of players that have represented the Bahamas from junior to senior national teams, Marvin Roll, Philip Major, and Kevin Major Jr. look to steward the next generation down a similar path. Roll said that as coaches, they saw a void in junior development, prompting the idea to establish Island Tennis.
We knew what we went through when we were younger. We know there were several junior development programs around the island, including the BLTA, and they used to help a lot of private entities around the island. So we knew what we went through, so we wanted to give the kids the same experience of going through these programs and starting from young, and we have as young as 3 or 4 maybe. And I remember when I started, 4, growing up, getting to 10s, 14s, 16s, and just be able to play tennis throughout the Bahamas. It was definitely a pleasure.
Island Tennis currently hosts approximately 40 student athletes as young as age 4 at the Atlantis Resort. Major credits the rapid growth of Island Tennis to their relationship with the Atlantis through executives Audrey Oswell and Russell Miller.
To be a part of and a family with Atlantis and them allowing us to use their facility to have somewhere safe and sound for the kids to be speaks a lot about their integrity as well.
As the organization continues to grow, their aim is to provide exposure and opportunities through the sport. Several athletes from the program have already secured collegiate scholarships following a series of international tournaments and showcases.
Ultimately, you know, any tennis coach or tennis player's dream is to make between top 100 to top 10 or win a Grand Slam. So, you know, if that is to happen, that would be amazing. But, you know, we're also a country that, you know, education is first. And if we can allow these kids to have an opportunity to use their talents to open doors for them, for their education, that's a great thing for us to do as well.
The Samuel Haven National Soccer High School Championships are underway with an exciting preliminary round. A dominant performance by the Anatole Rogers T-Wolves highlighted day one when the GSSSA champs won 7-0 over the St. John's Giants. In girls play, the St. Andrews Hurricanes defeated the R.M. Bailey Pacers 1-0 and the C.R. Walker Knights defeated the Queens College Comets 2-0.
Jazz Chisholm's offense was again the deciding factor for the Miami Marlins, who have won their third series in a row. Chisholm's leadoff home run was the difference in a 1-0 win over the Milwaukee Brewers Wednesday night at Lone Depot Park in Miami. In his last 16 games, Chisholm is batting .308 with 3 home runs, 13 runs, and 4 stolen bases. He is one of only 7 players in the league with at least 7 home runs and 9 stolen bases, joining Ellie De La Cruz, Bobby Witt, Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, and Kyle Tucker.
Brad Leon McDonald says the Basketball Without Borders camp will positively impact his career moving forward.
It was great because like how everybody from all over the world and everybody have a style of playing basketball and it's different. Everybody just come together and play one game.
That'll do it for our sports presented by 10th year seniors. For John Mark Nutt, I'm Ronaldo Dorset. Back to the studio.
Still ahead on our news tonight, a gift of love. A church in Grand Bahama hosting a free health screening on the island. And another hot day around the country as we move closer to the weekend. Greg is back with more weather details right after this quick break. Stay with us.
Have you heard that sound? It's the sound of us. Since our origins, we burst music. Our sounds mixed together. So let us hear your sound too. Your sound of passion, of joy, of friendship. The sound of your style and the beat of your night. It's time to play together the sound of Guinness, the sounds of greatness.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store. Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code. Select your payment amount and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home healthcare supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price, and you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you, at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
Bahamas Power and Light Company Limited looks forward to helping our customers eliminate wasted energy. Energy conservation is the decision and practice of using less energy. Energy efficiency means using less energy to perform the same task, unplugging appliances not in use. That's energy conservation. Replacing an old refrigerator, washing machine with a new model, adding insulation to the attic and walls of a home. That's energy efficiency.
Welcome back to our news. Extremely warm temperatures in the capital on this Thursday. Greg is back in the Weather Center with your extended forecast. Greg.
Yeah, thanks again, Natalia, and welcome back, everybody, for our final check-up weather. We start off with our water vapor imagery that shows where the moisture is in the mid and upper levels. Upper level trough and a low pressure system is starting to take shape across the southeast Bahamas. Most of the moisture moving across that area. This low pressure system in the mid and upper levels is going to continue to push out towards the north and east and away from us. At the same time, we have a developing low pressure system at the surface. That's also going to be moving towards the north and east away from us. Dry air mass moving in across our area. We expect some improving conditions over the next couple of days. And of course, the weekend starting to see a warming trend for the early part of next week. Satellite view, of course, today we are going to tell you about some numbers that the National Hurricane Center has introduced for their outlook, and their numbers are very high. They're going to go for some about 17 to 24 storms, and they expect quite a bit of hurricane activity. So we are imploring you to get ready for the hurricane season. That tropical wave that they were monitoring across the tropical belt, that one is basically in the central Atlantic. Another one is coming off of Africa, so we're starting to see those tropical waves move across our area. And of course, the remainder of the Caribbean quiet at this time. And across our area, that upper level trough will continue to dump some rainfall across the southeast Bahamas. Boating conditions for all areas tonight to tomorrow. Your winds will be out of the northeast to east, 10 knots, but they will fall light and variable at times. Seas will be running 1 to 3 feet over open waters. High tide is at 8:46 tonight. The low tide takes place at 3:17 tomorrow. Here's a look now at your national forecast. In the extended forecast, it's going to be partly sunny to mostly sunny, and it's going to be nice, but it's starting to warm up for the weekend. And of course, we did relax the heat warnings. We are likely going to be seeing those heat warnings once again pop up for next week, as temperatures will be back into the 90s, and we're looking for those heat indices to be approaching the triple digits. That's a look at our weather. Make it a great night. Stay safe, everybody.
All right, thanks so much, Greg. Well, Calvary Bible Church taking their message and efforts beyond the four walls this past Sunday, hosting their annual health fair on the church grounds. Several organizations partnering with the church to offer free services related to all things health. Pastor Darren Roll telling Our News the initiative is all about bringing citizens together to create healthier communities.
Many of us, a lot of times, we just do things within inside of the four walls. And here's a perfect opportunity for us to be able to not just bring the gospel outside the four walls, but to also encourage people as far as their health is concerned.
Medical Director of Family Lukayans Care, Dr. Tiadra Johnson, is also a member of the church. She says the free initiative screens for a number of issues currently affecting the Bahamian population. She notes that many Bahamians are plagued with chronic diseases, and it's important to treat and control those ailments.
Checking blood pressure, height, weight, calculating your BMI, which looks at the risk of obesity and risk of other chronic diseases. We also have vision screening. We have dementia screening for older adults. We're just here in the community encouraging persons to know their blood pressure and health status.
Partners also included students of Western Atlantic Medical University, Mammogram Access Program Bahamas, and the Grand Bahama Resilience Center. Jennifer Barnaby, Program and Partnership Director at the Resilience Center, adding that mental health must be included in the conversation of overall health and wellness.
And I'm encouraging persons to seek help when they need help, to just let the public know that there is help out there. We're here to support the community, to help build resilience, to provide a safe space where persons can come and get involved, engaged in wellness programs, accessing wellness at their own pace, at their own level.
Now, if you are dealing with any form of mental health issues, Barnaby is inviting you to visit the Resilience Center to speak to any of their trained professionals. Reporting for Our News, I'm Megan Shepard.
All right, thanks so much for that, Megan, and thank you for joining us for Our News tonight. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Natalia Hall. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great evening.